Morning everyone, out for another morning walk up at 6 a.m, trying to get up at 6 a.m. every morning and just crack on with the day. So this morning though, a new episode of the How to podcast came out. It's a podcast review this time, so each week we do a slightly different thing with each podcast. We have 2 a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesday will normally be a podcasting tips, or pod tips as we call it, because we're smart. And the second is a podcast review. Now, it would be stupid not to learn from some of the best podcasts out there, and that's what we've been doing. The only reason that, I hate the word experts, but the only reason that we consider ourselves to know what we're doing is that we've just been doing it for a few years now, and we've listened to a lot of podcasts and learnt from every single one. So that's the idea with this podcast review. I went back and forth in my mind on whether or not to review this particular podcast. We normally like to try and find you some hidden gems and some podcasts that are not necessarily on the front page on iTunes, but this one I just couldn't not. I couldn't not review it. It's one of the biggest podcasts of this year. Of course, I'm talking about S-Town from the guys that made Serial and This American Life. It had such a profound impact on me. It really is one of the best podcasts of the year, maybe ever. If you haven't listened to it, go and check it out. I won't give any spoilers now, but go and have a listen to our review. There is a point where it tells you to switch off for a few seconds because there might be a slight spoiler, but it's not really a proper spoiler. Other than that, it does talk about why it's so great and what we could learn from it. So the new episode of the How to podcast is out now on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. Go and check it out. I'll have another one for you on Tuesday. In the meantime, if you're bored, go and check out some blogs and more videos like this on abruptaudio.com.